Hi, welcome back to Crazy Turtle. Today we are going to make a homemade caramel sauce. Again, this is not me being healthy. This is me having a ginormous sweet tooth and wanting to satisfy that. So we're going to start with a pot with a heavy bottom. You've got our sugar, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and that is... Here we go. 1/8 of a teaspoon of cream of tartar. And if you've ever tried to make caramel sauce, this is kind of an aid to help that from crystallizing. And 2 tablespoons of cold water. Just going to stir this together and bring this up to medium-high heat. This is a sauce that we're not going to want to stir, but as this sugar liquefies, we're just going to kind of swirl the pan around. The danger of a caramel sauce is that the sugar crystallizes. The other thing is to not overcook, and I want to kind of give you some hints on how to look for when your caramel sauce is just about done. So my edges are boiling, so I am turning this heat down, as you can see, and I'm just going to swirl. You can see how our sugar and ingredients are bubbling up. And in this corner, you see a slight amber color. That's kind of what we're looking for the entire pot. I'm going to just swirl this around gently. Again, this is a sauce that you do want to keep an eye on. Temperature is important. Other savory sauces, you can always turn them down and simmer, and you're in good shape. But we are just looking for that color to permeate the rest. And then we'll add the rest of our ingredients. There is something so mesmerizing about watching these little sugar bubbles come up to the surface. They kind of look like tiny gems to me. But on the edge, I am seeing that amber color is starting. So I'm going to give it a little bit of a swirl. We do want to still keep our eye on it. We want this to darken a little bit. We don't want it to burn. But I think we're getting pretty close. Actually smelling it, and you will too. I am taking this off the heat right now. You can kind of see that color. It is a light amber color, and I have some room temperature butter, so I'm going to add this a tablespoon at a time and combine that. Ooh. And incorporate that in. Oops. You do not want it to be cold. So this is a recipe that you do need to plan a little bit in advance for. You need the room temperature butter. Oh my goodness. Just that butter smells good. Butter, sugar. What else can you do? Well, I got a couple more things to add that'll make it even better. So there we go. Oh, this color is so beautiful. I wanted to mention that sometimes some people will make this with a candy thermometer. Again, not all of us have all of this equipment in our kitchen, so just trying to give you some hints on how to do things without. And so you also don't have to make 10 different batches of caramel sauce to hit on the right recipe. I'm trying to do that for you. Here's my last bit of butter. Oh, and it is, I don't feel any sugar left, which if we had stirred it, sugar would have crystallized. It just needed to sit and do its own thing. And we are slowly going to add that 1/2 cup of cream. So, oops, there it goes. There it does get even better. Doing it gently. Sorry, I keep making these noises. I wish you could smell it. It smells so good. We're slowly incorporating that. And there is our last bit of heavy cream. Getting that all stirred in, incorporated. Oh, I think that kind of looks like what we're used to seeing. And I have 2 teaspoons of vanilla that I am going to use to finish that off. Oh, goodness. I already have plans for this. I hope you do too. We're going to let that cool down and thicken up just a little bit. So here is our final product, cooled caramel sauce. And this is why I keep jelly jars on hand, perfect to store whatever you need caramel for. But yeah, it's a delightful, just the right color. Right now, I think I have a brownie that I'm going to drizzle it over, but it would be fantastic on anything you do use caramel for. A cheesecake, ice cream, of course, even if you make some shakes. But it's just a great consistency, and when you're feeling it, you're feeling it. Actually, I'll confess, sometimes I just spoon it out of the jar. Thanks again for tuning in, witnessing my sweet tooth explosion today, and I hope you tune back in for some more recipes. Thanks so much, and take care.